tournament this year is scheduled with the intent of making Sri Lanka, as Pavitra was saying in his initial speech, a medal winner in the Asian Games. It will be the first time that we have won a medal in a team competition, and that is what we're aiming for, and that preparation starts now. So the new administration is thinking ahead, and I have to also say, on behalf of the tournament committee, we are very grateful to all the representatives and indeed all the clubs who have come forward and in such a short time helped us to get this tournament together in a way that will facilitate a good Sri Lanka preparation and also a really enticing inaugural Melbourne tournament, Clifford Cup and league tournament for all the teams. So the captains also will take this message back to their teams. I'm sure the coaches are also very interested in how this will pan out. Just to explain it to you, my colleagues in the media, it's a little different this time around. We play the first round in the usual way that it has been played already. All teams will play each other, and the home and away basis has been decided on the way that games were played last year. So we will have 8 games for all the teams in the first round. Now, one team, unfortunately, because of the format, will be relegated at the end of the first round. So we have 9 teams who will play in the first round, and one team will then drop out at the end of the first round. So only 8 teams will remain in the league competition. Who that is going to be, we don't know, but we are very happy that all the teams have agreed to adopt this particular format. Then in the second round, which is what we call the super round, we have 8 teams that will go into the super round. And of those 8 teams, the bottom 4 will play each other for the plate, the top 4 will play each other for the cup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will play each other, and we will decide the cup and the plate. Now, the biggest and probably the most controversial aspect of the league this time is the introduction of the grand final for the cup championship and the plate championship. So once we have the top 8 teams, 1, 2, 3, and 4 will play each other, 1, 2 in 3 games, and then we will have 1 and 2 at the end of the league competition. We will also have 5, 6, 7, 8 playing each other, and we will have number 5 and number 6 at the end of the league competition. Normally, who finishes number 1 would win the league at that point. Normally, who finishes number 5 would have won the plate championship at that point. But now we have a round extra just to keep people, the spectators, interested so that they don't know by the first round, first match of the second round who is going to win the league. We want to keep interest a little bit enhanced until the end of the league. So we're having what we call a grand final. This is a format that has been followed in the UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, in many of their league competitions to qualify for a grand final. So number 1 and number 2 will play for the league championship. Number 5 and number 6 will play for the plate championship. So just finishing at number 1 or finishing at number 5 is not enough to guarantee you the league. It will get you a very long way there, but when you get home advantage as a number 1 team or the number 5 team for that grand final, then that will be the match that decides the entire championship. So it's a winner-take-all affair. It's a long season to get there, and we will have an idea of who the best teams are by the time we get there, but it will be pretty much a knockout match in the grand final stage. Then we come to the knockout tournament. You remember I told you that team number 9 dropped out at the end of the first round. And team number 9 doesn't go home there. They will come back at the end of those 3 weeks, and they will play a pre-quarterfinal with team number 8 in the league. So team number 8 will have to play a pre-quarterfinal in order to qualify for the quarterfinal slot. And when either team 8 or team 9 qualifies in that quarterfinal slot, then we will have the quarterfinals going on as usual, and the Clifford Cup will be played in the course of a week. So we will have about a 3 to 4 day turnaround between games. We've tried to give teams as much rest as we possibly can, and hopefully, if all goes well, we will be able to finish off the league just in time to make sure that the Asian Games preparations can start and Sri Lanka's obligations in the Asiad also will be fulfilled. So that is how the league is going to pan out this season. Just to sum up, 9 teams to start off with, 8 teams in the second round, top 4, bottom 4, and 1 and 2, 5 and 6 play each other in the grand final, and then team number 9 comes back into the reckoning in the Clifford Cup qualification in the pre-quarterfinal. If they win that pre-quarterfinal, then we have the quarterfinals as usual, top plays bottom, and we go through the Clifford Cup quarterfinal round and up to the finals in the same week. So that's how the format looks, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little new with the introduction of the grand final, but it's a new administration. We got together a tournament last year without even a proper administration in place, so hopefully this is going to be a really good tournament. We've got sponsors on board as well, which we didn't have last year to the extent that we have this year. So it's going to be a really interesting and important tournament for Sri Lanka Rugby, because we are looking at Sri Lanka Rugby as a priority and not so much just club rugby and ending at club rugby. We've got foreign players as well, so it's going to be a fantastic tournament, I'm sure. So make sure you gentlemen from the media, ladies and gentlemen from the media, do give it all the prominence it deserves, because this was the apex competition for quite a long while when Shanita and Pavitra were playing for sure. So I'm sure we can get it back to that level. I have to thank our tournament director, Mr. Rohan Gunaratne, and also our former tournament coordinator, Mr. Shamrat Fernando, who have given a lot of their guidance in coming forward, and the match commissioners, the match officials, everybody who has cooperated in getting us to this point so that we can have this league tournament in a couple of days. Thank you to everyone who has been involved. So if there are any questions, we'll be happy to answer those later on about the league, but I think it's fairly clear. We don't know who's going to end up 1, 2, 5 or 6. That's what we're playing the league for, but it's going to be a fantastic league. Thanks very much.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක.
චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලේ පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.